What's up, FRT community? You want to hear a rant? I'm about to give you one. Let's dive in. What's up, guys? Future respiratory therapy community. I want to give you guys a little bit of insight today. There's no teaching happening here. I'm not teaching any therapy or any theories or conceptual stuff. This is just talking about the profession, okay? And somebody's got to talk about it, and if I got to be the one, then I'm going to be the one, okay? I don't really care, but somebody's got to talk about this stuff, okay? I want to read a post that I made, and these are emails that I get every single day about this time of year. Now, you realize right now we are in July of 2020. Coronavirus is tearing us all up, right? But the truth is there's a class of respiratory therapists that have graduated, and they're looking for jobs, just like there was in May and June and July of 2019, just like there was in May and June and July of 2018 and every year back, right? So let me talk about this for a second. You're going to graduate your program. Some of you just graduated. Some of you are graduating next May, and you're going to be eligible for a job the end of next May, June, July, whenever you get your license. Pass your board exams, get your license, you're eligible, right? Let me show you what type of emails I get on a consistent basis about this time every year, okay? It says this: unfortunately, the culture in the RT department is toxic. Almost everyone is out to find fault in each other and more concerned about getting numbers up than caring for patients. First of all, that's a sad situation. If you spend 2 years of your life learning how to take care of patients, you should go out and take care of patients. Should never be a shift in your mindset in getting numbers up. Let me tell you something. Administration don't give a damn about you. So why do you give a damn about administration? Why do you give a damn about numbers? You shouldn't. You went to school to take care of patients. So take care of patients. Let the numbers fall where they fall. I've said it for years. If administration would just let healthcare providers take care of patients in the way they want to take care of patients, the numbers would fall where they need to fall. We wouldn't be trying to get numbers into certain ranges or this or that. We wouldn't be focused on trying to get, this number up or this number up. So don't focus on numbers, because the people that are focused on numbers aren't focused on you and your livelihood and your salary and your happiness. They're not. So don't think for 1 second making numbers work is in any way working in your favor. You went to school to take care of patients. Take care of patients. Now, I want to get back to this post, okay? Because this post is very, very telling to me. And what it tells me is that most RT departments in this country, and I'm talking about the United States of America, I'm not talking about any place else, okay? And I'm not talking about all departments, so don't get me in the comments about we're not like that, you're an idiot. I'm not calling. If you work in a good department, then congratulations. As a matter of fact, if you work in a good department, will you put in the comments the top 3 reasons you say you work in a good department? Because I want to know. I want to know what defines a good department. I want to know this because I want to spread the word to all of the non-good departments. I want to spread what you're doing to other places. And hopefully they can mimic what you're doing. So if you work in a good respiratory therapy department, in a culture that is not toxic, in a culture that is inviting to new grads, in a culture that teaches new grads how to be critical thinking respiratory therapists for the betterment of their patients, in a culture that you enjoy getting up and going to work every single day. And I know that's hard to do. Like, I get it. Even if you're in a good culture, you're not always excited about going to work. But if you're excited most of the times about going to work and it's not a hassle for you, then tell me what makes your department good, because I want to know, because I want to share it with other people. I want to talk to other departments. I want them to hear what they lack that the good departments have. Okay? So I know there's good departments out there, but I'm just saying the majority of them are not. And here's how I know. I got it right here on my phone. I got evidence right here. Okay? So let me just read you a couple of these comments, right? There is one new graduate who states, I just graduated and I'm already having doubts about my career choice, not because of the work, rather it's the people we have to work with. Why are people so mean? That's a good question. That's a great question, actually. Why are you so damn mean? Why? Licensed respiratory therapist, I'm talking to you right now. Why do you treat the new grads like crap? Why do you got to be so mean to them? Because they're not as good as you? Because they don't have the critical thinking skills as you? Because maybe perhaps they're still learning the craft? Maybe perhaps you should show them the way? Maybe perhaps you've forgotten how you were as a new grad when there were elder therapists thought you were dumb? See, people forget that. We were all dumb new grads at one time. We really weren't dumb. We're just inexperienced. But you make them feel dumb. And why? Why not show them the way? Why not teach them how to give a better report? Why not teach them why they should have thought this instead of what they thought? Why not teach them why they should have done this instead of that? Because you're not interested in teaching. You're not interested in helping anybody else. You're interested in your own paycheck. And you find more joy and satisfaction and fulfilling your own insecurities and talking about other people than you do about actually uplifting other people. It's ridiculous, man. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Another person said, good post. It takes a lot of work to make a department new grad friendly. Why? Why is it so hard to make a department new grad friendly? These people come out with so much enthusiasm. As an elder therapist, as a senior therapist, as an experienced therapist, I loved the enthusiasm that new grads brought to the workforce. Why does it take so much work to make a place new grad friendly? It doesn't. You just don't want to do it because you're so miserable in your own damn life. It sucks. Goes on to say, I remember how I was shat on by a senior therapist as a new grad, and I never want to put anyone new to the field in that position. And to this person, I say thank you. Say thank you. Why would you want to put this person in that position? Why would you want to make a new graduate feel like crap? Why would you want to completely deflate all of the enthusiasm and excitement that they bring to the workforce? You don't. So just simply make a decision not to do it. It's just crazy. I got a couple of comments that says, speak for yourself. My RT is great. My RT department is great. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's good. I'm looking for a specific comment here. This person says, I've noticed one thing for sure about all the bullies in the RT department. I've encountered both as a student and as an RT. They're always making up for their own insecurities. Is that really what's going on? Are we really that insecure as people and as RTs that we find joy in coming to our job as a respiratory therapist to make new grads feel insecure about themselves because of our own insecurities? I wish that wasn't the case, and I hope that's not the case, but it just blows my mind. This one says, been in RT for 17 years. Every department I've worked in has been an egomaniacal shit show. RT managers are a different breed of crazy that foster negativity. And I'm not going to go into any more comments because I think that's clearly enough. But is that seriously what we're dealing with? Is that seriously who we are right now as respiratory therapists? Are we a culture that breeds negativity? Or are we a culture that is going to change into breeding positivity? That's the question you have to ask yourself. What are we really about? Are we really about our patients? Or are we really about numbers? Or are we really about productivity? And I don't care what the administration wants. That's their problem to deal with. I'm asking you as a respiratory therapist, what are you about? I think you need to ask your own question. I think you need to ask yourself that question too. Are you one of the ones who deflates and demoralizes new grad respiratory therapists? Are you one of the ones that are so miserable in your job that you want everybody else to be miserable, so you decide to punk and bully and deflate the enthusiasm that's coming in straight out of school? Or are you one of the ones who's embracing that positive enthusiasm? Are you one of the ones who look forward to the new grads because you know you got something to offer to them? Why do we have this problem in respiratory therapy? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. It's something I don't like. You know, I just don't get it. I don't know how long I'm going to be in this profession that I'm going to see this same revolving window, just revolving door, if you will, just continue to revolve. It's just too much of it. It's just too much, you know? And people say, well, every place has this negativity. Every job has this negativity. Every job is not perfect. That's true. Nobody's arguing with that. But that's also not an excuse to allow for your department to suck. It's not. It's not an excuse. You can't say, especially in we're in 2020 right now, July 2020. You can't say, well, okay, well, racism exists because racism is everywhere. That's not okay in terms of racism. So why is it okay in terms of crappy welcoming and orientation and teaching to new grads? And not even just new grads. Why is it just okay for a natural healthcare discipline who exists to take care of sick humans? We're talking about beating human hearts to be so negative in culture. You want to fix it? You want to fix it. I'm about to tell you how. If you got a yard, you know that occasionally in your yard weeds pop up. And you can go pull those weeds and those weeds will go away. But those weeds will come back. So we know the solution to weeds is not just pulling weeds. The true solution to weeds in your yard is focusing on fertilizing the positive. Focus on fertilizing the good grass. And if you make that good grass so strong, it will completely and totally choke out the negativity. It will completely choke out the weeds. That's the approach you have to take to building a strong RT culture and a strong respiratory therapy community within your workforce. You got to build a positive culture that completely chokes out every single weed. And all you weeds, you need to go. Average is easy. Don't be it.